rocking with your favorite friendly friend entertainer, Stiggity Motivator, with the vibes that are greater. Stiggity. Today, we start by, we still start read some energy. I'm going to shuffle the deck. First, I'm going to pull from the bottom. Ace of Pentacles again. Ace of Pentacles. Let's pull from the top of the deck. Three of Rods. Four of Rods. Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Rods, and the Four of Rods. Mind you, I shuffled the deck before I streamed. I shuffled the deck again just now. We have 2 pentacles and 2 rods. Pentacles represent earth. Financial, material. That of manifested things within the 3D, third dimensional realm. We have the Three of Rods, also known as the Three of Wands. We have the Four of Rods, also known as the Four of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles. So we have 2 Pentacle cards, 2 Rods cards. We have 2 threes. Just me noticing the similarities. In my initial read, Ace of Pentacles Aces represents new beginnings, the end of old cycles, the start of new beginnings, a new job opportunity, a new relationship, something manifesting for you in the 3D realm, whether that be financial opportunities, new house, new job, new car. The Three of Rods depicts an older gentleman holding on to his rod. He has 2 rods on his other side. He's wearing I'm going to read the online depiction. So he's wearing a robe, a colored robe. As we read the online description, it will share it'll share a description that is of the meaning of the tarot card rather than the meaning of the art. So, within the meaning of the art. The art displayed on these cards may vastly differ from the translation within other tarot decks. All in all, has the same meaning. Has the same depiction of representation. Four of Rods depicts 2 people standing underneath. They're standing underneath a flowering arch. castle in their background. Now, the three of rods, to elaborate a little bit on the three of rods. So the three of rods, he's standing holding onto his rod. He's standing on a beach waiting for two ships to come in. After the four of rods, so the three of rods, the four of rods, the three of pentacles. The three of pentacles shows an individual hard at work and refining his art. He's refining his art. Reading glasses. I pulled 4 cards. And just from viewing, it's telling a story. This is how the Ace of Pentacles is depicted in the card, or on the card. Ace of Pentacles depicts a hand emerging from the clouds. Much like the aces of other suits, a large coin sits in the cupped palm, freely available to whoever has the wherewithal to take it. It is as if a new opportunity associated with wealth, business, and manifestation has appeared out of nowhere and is now being extended to you in all its glory. The impetus is now on you to accept this offer and to turn it into something meaningful and sustainable. The landscape in this card is lush and abounding garden. A garden brimming with green grass and white lilies. Small path ahead leads to an archway, wrapped in beautiful foliage and flowers. Beyond the arch, mountain peaks soar in the horizon. This verdant imagery signals that the time is ripe to move forward with your career and financial ambitions. While it will require hard work and determination, Scaling mountains scaling Scaling mountains is no easy task. The Ace of Pentacles encourages you to make the most of this opportunity while it's in its most abundant state. Beyond the arch. The Ace of Pentacles encourages you to make the most of this opportunity while it's in its most abundant state. Ace of Pentacles, like the other aces of the tarot, represents new beginnings, opportunities, and potential. As the Pentacle card, these new beginnings correlate to the material world. Finances, wealth, career, physical health, and manifestation of your goals. You may receive a new job offer, an unexpected sum of money, a new business investment opportunity may come your way, or you'll have the chance to bring an idea to fruition. No matter the occasion, the Ace of Pentacles heralds a sense of prosperity and abundance in the material or financial areas of your life. How do I say that? La material or financial areas of your life undoubtedly comes as a welcome invitation, but it is not a free ride. As with Aces in the tarot deck, this card illustrates the possibility of new endeavors, but does not guarantee manifestation success yet. That piece is up to you. Notice the Ace of Pentacles as your green light. It marks the initial stages of manifesting your goals and assures you that you can truly achieve what you have set your mind to do. The world is your oyster, and through careful planning and determined effort, you can manifest your goals and desires. Your ideas are ready to turn into something tangible and real. This card encourages you to map out how you'll achieve your ambitions, create targeted plans, and get those actions underway. Receive those actions underway. Keep your eyes open for chances to manifest your goals and realize your inner potential. Ace of Pentacles symbolizes wealth, not just your bank account, but in a holistic sense as well. You may discover opportunities to generate a new source of income or receive a financial gift or windfall. Or you may have a chance to create wealth in a broader sense. Happiness, fulfillment, potential, and love. This ace signifies abundance in all areas of your life. Enjoy it. Feel blessed and deserving of everything that comes your way. Even if you wish to amplify this feeling of prosperity. If you wish to amplify this feeling of prosperity, live by the law of attraction and send your positive energy and intent into the universe so you'll receive more in return. When the reversed Ace of Pentacles appears in a tarot reading, though it came in the upright, you may feel hesitant about moving forward with an offer, invitation, or opportunity, particularly one that relates to your career, finances, or business. You may catch yourself second-guessing the timing or doubting whether you have what it takes to see it through. Don't move forward until you're ready. This is in the reverse, mind you. I'm forever ready. Assess the feasibility of your idea and its potential outcomes. Perform your due diligence and figure out if this opportunity is meant for you or not. This is in the reverse, mind you. It came in the upright. After this card, the Three of Rods popped out. AKA the Three, oh no, not the Three of Cups. The Three of Wands. I'll show you the depiction. In the upright, stands for progress, expansion, foresight, overseas opportunities. In the reversed, represents playing small, lack of foresight, unexpected delays. Three of Wands depicts a man in red and green robes, standing on a cliff with his back turned. Three wands stand firmly planted on the ground, or in the ground, reflecting his commitment to his plans. He has left the comfort of the castle in the Two of Wands and is now in a vast open space, looking out over the sea to distant mountains. He watches three sailing ships pass by, symbolic of movement and progression. From his high vantage point, he can see all that lies ahead, including any upcoming challenges and opportunities. While the Two of Wands speaks to planning for the future from a place of safety and comfort, the Three of Wands shows that your plans are now well underway, and you're considering even more opportunities to expand your current strategy and maximize your ultimate potential. Everything is progressing steadily and as expected, thanks to your solid preparation and ongoing drive. The Three of Wands signals many chances available to you to broaden your horizons through study, travel, business enterprise, and learning. You're becoming more aware of the opportunities that exist for you right now. And there is still more to come. To take advantage of this potential, you must stay committed to your path and be prepared to stretch beyond your comfort zone. Knowing your best hopes lie outside of your current environment. It is time to think big. Consider what you can to open doors to more development and self-exploration. This card encourages you to dream bigger than your limitations. Accept your vision and be confident you'll achieve it. Three of Wands also brings your attention to the changes and challenges, to the changes and challenges that lie ahead. Given the man in this card can see far into the distance, then you are likely to be already aware of the upcoming developments and obstacles that can prepare for them ahead of time. Given the image of land and sea, the Three of Wands can sometimes point to travel, especially overseas or over a body of water. It encourages you to be adventurous and venture to unknown places, to discover more about yourself and learn many new things along the way. You may also explore international job opportunities. I'm not going to read the reversed. It came in the upright. Four of Wands. It came in the upright. Represents celebration, joy, harmony, relaxation, homecoming. In a reverse, represents personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, transition. The Four of Wands shows two happy people dancing and celebrating with flowers in their hands. In the foreground, a beautiful wreath abounding with blossoms and grapes suspends between wands. Together, these elements represent the joy and satisfaction that comes with achieving an important goal or milestone. In the background, Together, these elements represent the joy and satisfaction that comes with achieving an important goal or milestone. In the background, another group of people, perhaps a family, stand in front of a large castle, representing the safety and comfort of the home. The Four of Wands, this card is a card of joyful celebration, blissful happiness, and appreciation for the good things in life. When this card appears in a tarot reading, it's the perfect time to celebrate with those you love the most. You may commemorate a significant event or milestone such as a wedding, birthday, homecoming, or reunion. Or you may invite a few of your favorite friends over for an intimate dinner for no particular reason except to revel in each other's company. Relax and let your hair down. On the right, past the large body, or underneath the large body. Here goes. Enjoy this special time together. Enjoy this special time together. Figure-dilla. The Four of Wands can show that you're returning home or to the people and places familiar to you. You feel supported and secure knowing you're with those who love you and care about you. Because the Four of Wands associates so closely with the home environment, you may work on improving or renovating your house, or are close to finding a new house or a new one. Perhaps you recently purchased a home and are getting ready to settle down in your new habitat. The Four of Wands tells you that after a period of rapid growth and expansion, the energy of the Three of Wands, it's now time to pause and celebrate what you've achieved so far. Step back for a moment and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I would say, in that pause, it's not a step back, but figure-dilla, it's meditating in your moment of pause to enjoy the amazingnesses that have been brought through and our embarking on our essential journey. In numerology, 4 symbolizes stability, firm foundation, and with the Four of Wands, you're now enjoying a period of happiness and security. This card indicates a sense of harmony and balance as well as completion. Thus denotes a time of peace and contentment in life that comes as a result of hard-fought efforts. If you've been working on a project, you'll reach an important milestone. You have reason to celebrate. If you just wrapped up your project, the Four of Wands represents the personal gratification of a job well done. A goal attained and a vision beginning to be realized. You should be proud. Three of Pentacles popped out. This is how the card appeared. In the upright, the Three of Pentacles represents teamwork, collaboration, learning, and implementation. Reversed represents disharmony, misalignment, working alone. It came in the upright, representing teamwork, collaboration, learning, and implementation. Three of Pentacles shows a young stonemason working with his tools on a portion of a cathedral. In front of him, two architects hold the plans for the design. The soaring ceilings and intricate engravings signify that both parties are skilled in their respective crafts. The stonemason appears to be discussing his progress so far with the architects. And even though he is less experienced, they value his opinion and specialist knowledge. Their body language insinuates that this young man is an essential contributor to the cathedral's completion, and the architects want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. Alright. What you guys know about stories from the Bible? You know, if you look back, you'll turn to salt, right? You'll die in dirt or salt, right? You know that? If you don't know, now you know. Alright. Three of Pentacles upright. The stonemason couldn't build the cathedral without the help of the architects. And they couldn't build it without him. Each person has an important role to play. And when they come together as a team, they can create something much more significant than if they were to undertake the project on their own. So, when the Three of Pentacles turns up in a tarot reading, take it as a sign to collaborate with others, creating synergies to achieve big results. The Three of Pentacles represents the value of different ideas and levels of experience and collaboration. The architects respect the specialized knowledge of the stonemason, and the stonemason appreciates the wisdom and experience of the architects. Even though their backgrounds, experience levels, and expertise are very different, they can come together to share their insight in a way that creates synergy and improves the finished product. There is no us and them or any sense of superiority. Instead, each person has something to offer and is willing to learn from the others involved in the project. Everyone is getting the job done collectively and contributes to the group through active listening and sharing. As you work on projects with others, acknowledge the value that each person has to bring to the table. You'll also learn from each member of the team when you see his or her unique contribution. The Three of Pentacles like the 3, or similar to the 3s in other suits, marks the initial stages of implementation that follow the ACE's idea phase and the planning step of the 2. You know what you have to, you know what you want to create. You've laid out on plans, gathered your resources, money, people, and time, and set to work. You may have already reached your first significant milestone. Of course, you're nowhere near the finish line just yet, but you have got the ball rolling and are making things happen. As you implement your plans, you'll realize that you have the skills, capabilities, and resources you need to accomplish your objectives. See the 3 of Pentacles as an encouragement that you are on the right track. You're competent at what you do, and you're making progress. Keep going. Adequate preparation, management, and organization are also integral components of the 3 of Pentacles. Achieving significant goals such as building a grand cathedral requires detailed planning. This card therefore tells you to create a comprehensive plan and follow a schedule. Now is when good project management will pay off. That's an amazing read. An amazing read. Let's play some game. There's a new game called Red Ball 4. Enjoy some game time, and we'll read some more cards. Push. Jump! 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 Ah! No! No. Alright. Jump! Ah! No! Alright. Jump! Jump! Alright. Jump! Woo! You see his smile. His smile made my... I made my ball guy smile. He smiled. Oh. Oh! So, should we talk about the read? I have to move this boulder. I have to move the boulder! Do I have to move it? I have to move the boulder. Alright. Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Rods, 4 of Rods, 3 of Rods. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. While waiting for your ships to come in, you know, that can be interpreted in many ways. Maybe waiting for realizations, maybe waiting for confirmations, maybe waiting for realizations and confirmations so you don't feel alone in this world. You're not alone in this world. You have me. Yeah, I trigger you. Yeah. That means something. Alright. You ready? You with me? Let's take it, let's take it. Are you with me? Alright, we have to move the cart. Oh. Don't roll. Hey, don't roll back. Nope. Stay. Trust me. Four rods. Picks two individuals standing underneath an archway. Close. I didn't know that. Yes, I did. Now I know. Now I know. I didn't before. There's two individuals underneath a wreath. They have a castle in their background. There's water flowing, water represents emotions. Four represents stability. In numerology. technology. We did it! Or we I know you did not just say that. Your honesty. You're playing. I am. We accomplished! Ah! Oops. That was me. That was me. Tito! Tito! He was saying... Well, actually, he wasn't saying. He really wasn't saying. You got... Ah! Oh. Look! Oh! Pro gamer! No, let me continue. Alright, continue. Pro gamer! Ah! Oh! Is that a sitar right here? Oh. And you guys, whenever y'all were kids, you know, playing games. Pro gamer. Oh, I could just push off. Okay, I could just push off and then push. Okay. Or not. Was it supposed to? Is it supposed to? Yeah. That was ingenuous. That was ingenuous. It was ingenuity. Continue. Pro gamer. Pro gamer. You're honestly, you scream whenever you get excited. Or you become excited. Whenever you become excited. maybe we should we interview some people? My guy. Box. Ah! Oh,
On counting the cost, what lies ahead for the global economy as inflation and interest rates remain high? But China is facing deflation as prices fall. How will slowing growth there affect the world? Plus, how Israel's war on Gaza is impacting energy and shipping. Counting the cost on Al Jazeera.
North Gaza evacuated to Khan Yunis. Khan Yunis evacuated to this location. We're not animals. 3 weeks' time, people are going to die.
Homes destroyed in Rafah city, an area that is supposed to be safe.
Long-standing Israeli policy, which is shoot anything that moves. There aren't any safe areas in Gaza. Am I supposed to sleep on the street with my children?
There's no protection, there's no safe spaces. Winter is going to be an acute problem.
Palestinians are living under a death sentence.
People crowded in very small areas with a lot of diseases.
From the north to the south, nowhere in the strip is safe.
Dozens of Palestinians are killed in the latest Israeli attacks on refugee camps in central Gaza. Thousands more are forced to flee south.
The server is glitching. Here, officer.
I'm Harry Fawcett. This is Al Jazeera Live from Doha. Also coming up, the White House gives the go-ahead for the potential sale of high-explosive artillery shells to Israel, bypassing congressional approval. Reports that Qatari mediators have told Israel about a potential deal to free captives in exchange for a 1 or 2 week ceasefire. And at least 30 people are killed in the biggest Russian bombardment of Ukraine since Moscow launched its full-scale invasion.
Diversion!
In the last 24 hours, officials in Gaza say 187 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli airstrikes. That takes the total death toll to more than 21,500. Attacks were carried out overnight on the Nuseirat and Maghazi refugee camps in central Gaza, killing dozens of people. Tens of thousands of others are being forced to flee south. And the survivors of an Israeli attack...
Come on with it!
...in Rafah in southern Gaza.
I'm good. We good down. We good folk down here. Nigga, we spot out an op from a mile away. You know, now I have people on ground that can kill you and not, you know what I'm saying? Send your ops. Send your ops. Yeah, this is private territory. Move away before I nuke your friends. White folks. Oh, if you won't do it, my friend will. I said, my friend.
We suddenly heard an explosion. So I opened the window and I heard the neighbors calling for help. So we came out and found a 2-story building that was full of displaced people, women and children, collapsed on them. I don't know. We've been asking.
Woo! We're about to fly through this. Alright, we'll fly through.
Help us. That's enough.
Death now comes here at any time, day or night.
We emerged from the rubble not knowing what's going on. 5 people are still missing and 5 people were killed, and children, like you see here. These are the targets of the Israeli army. Here they are.
Israel is now attacking the central and southern Gaza Strip, areas crammed with tens of thousands of Palestinians already displaced by the war on Gaza.
They came from Khan Yunis to Rafah and found a house where they sought refuge, and then they just got bombed? Give me a reason for why they were bombed. These were children and women only. We ourselves do not
understand kill or be killed.
They were bombed. They have been seeking refuge here for the last month. Give me just one reason.
You know what I'm saying? We go. That's why we're here.
Young, but the very old. I'm wondering who they will be saying farewell to next.
There is not a single safe
Bye, Elder. You can hit. Oh, I can hit you?
There's no safe place in Gaza.
Safe zones only exist in the narratives of the Israeli military, but in Gaza, no homes, no hospitals, not even schools can protect people from the unpredictable falling bombs. Hani Mahmoud, Al Jazeera, Rafah, southern Gaza.
13-year-old Nadine Abdulatif was sheltering with her family near that building in Rafah. She'd already lost her older brother to an earlier airstrike in Gaza City and had spent weeks fleeing Israeli bombs.
We were in Gaza and we didn't know what to do because they were threatening house after house in our area.
You're just mad because 5 of your people, you know what I'm saying? Oh, is that your brother? Is that your sister? Excuse me.
My brother was martyred.
You know that?
I didn't know what to feel about that, but then my mom said that we have to go to the Ulster. There's no more choices. We need to leave because it's dangerous out here. We went to
it's a dangerous world. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn the essence that we have taught you: kill or be killed. You know, you got to kill. You gotta kill.
We thought it was good, and we found shelter finally. A house next to it was bombed, and the house went crazy, and the windows broke. What was I supposed to do? My brother was shaking. I was shaking. I was scared. I didn't move from my place because of how terrified I was. Here were women, children, and men and young boys. There are many beds and many pillows that you can see here, and many clothes of children and women. And all of those people were killed here. You can clearly see that the houses are sticked together. So when they target one house, they're targeting a whole block by this point. And it's unfair. Why can't we live normally? Why can't we live a normal life?
Because we gotta kill, or we be killed.
Where am I supposed to go? Children were killed here. 26 people were killed here. I'm terrified.
It was an example of what's about to happen to our upstairs neighbors, and you know what I'm saying, in our you know, there's jumping parties that are gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we were nice guys. You know, nice guys sometimes. Nice guys have to finish last. Start first, finish last. Nonetheless, we're gonna finish, and nonetheless, we remain the majority. And as propaganda thickens, we are going to, there's Israelis that are going to be attacked. They're, things and stuff and such. I don't care. Because guess what? Because I only care sometimes. And whenever, convenient. Yeah, it's convenient for you to, to sound nice, up until things and stuff and such. No, I ain't gonna allow that time to pass. If you're sounding nice, you know what I'm saying?
We have found out that the airstrike had been also in Khan Yunis, which completely deteriorating there, while people have been trapped, receiving more evacuation orders to hit more to Rafah. Now, this area had turned to be a complete battle zone right now between the Israeli military and the Palestinian fighters, as Israel now is mobilizing more troops to take full control over the city.
The head of the UN Refugee Agency in Gaza, Thomas White, has posted on X that Israeli soldiers fired at an aid convoy as it returned from northern Gaza, along a route designated by the Israeli army. The international convoy leader and his team were not injured, but one vehicle sustained damage. Now, in an interview with Al Jazeera, White said Israel had
in the past
aid workers in Gaza.
Essentially, we are delivering aid under fire. Our teams are working in areas where there's active conflict, so we understand the risks.
It's passive active conflict. Don't worry. I'll show you how you unpacify passive active fucking bullshit.
That have then resulted in strikes against our staff and our vehicles. Yesterday afternoon.
Is that your vehicle? Let me fuck that up before I fuck you up.
Israeli army.
Fuck you all around, nigga.
Route, they encountered some tanks.
You about to look like Gaza here in a minute, nigga. You about to look like Gaza, and it's, you know what? It's about to come from all around you. You know what I'm saying? Africa gonna jump here. You know what I'm saying? France ain't gonna help you because you know what I'm saying. Things and stuff and such. Did they build you a statue? I don't think so.
tractor at a dump site. He'd been collecting solid waste in Khan Yunis. The tractor he was in was in a deconflicted area. He was in a marked vehicle. That tractor was hit by a tank round, which blew out the engine block, and then the vehicle.
I didn't blow out no engine block. We are the engine.
Lucky young man.
We are the engine.
Now with a very serious leg wounds.
I have no serious leg wounds. You better seriously get your ass killed. The fuck you talking to, nigga? You little fucking subservient ass bitch, nigga. You little subservient ass bitch, nigga. I'm gonna show you. Where you here in a few days? Less than a few weeks. I'm about to show how pussified your little bitch ass is. You ain't a bitch. You ain't a bitch though. That's the thing. That's the thing. You ain't a bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm not a bitch. I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch. That's Miss Bitch to you. And as you know, it used to be Miss Bitch to you. Now,
we've been hearing from all the Biden administration officials for weeks is that it is time for Israel to move to a lower intensity conflict. In essence, stop mass bombing, stop mass deaths of civilians.
Nah, nigga.
So in that context,
how much you got?
They say they want.
I will.
Now giving Israel or selling to Israel the exact munitions.
Are you going to sell Israel all the millions of soldiers? Soldier, nigga.
Israel's going to be buying M107.
You're going to be buying M107? You say. You don't say. You don't say, huh?
They have, according to a UN agency,
no, we do say. We say the most.
Of about 50 kilometers and kill and injury radius.
Injury radius.
And when you think about how dense Gaza is, that is going to lead to mass destruction. They didn't say exactly how many was going to be in this $147.5 million package, but in previous packages we've been able to look, and it really does mean thousands upon thousands of bombs will be going to Israel. As you mentioned,
it will be
Secretary
going.
Anthony Blinken bypassing Congress.
Bypassing your fucking bullshit is going straight to Australia. Why? Because they silent and you piss me the fuck off. Yeah.
Powerful senators.
Yeah, there's a powerful bombs coming right to your friends. Put the British guy back on the phone. Let me piss him off. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let us intervene in your fucking, your weak stuff.
But again, it's not normally done this way.
Indeed. And
you know, I want to tell you, I'm saying, things are tough and much. We trust our bottom half more than we do our top. That says a lot about you. So, you know, how about you shut your mouth before I shut it for you?
On this war, it's another potential, roadblock for him.
Oh, a potential roadblock. And you think I'm going to shut it? You really think I'm going to shut it? That sounds good to you, huh? Ah.
They say there's
well, you know. Hey there, neighbor.
Exceptionally low for
hey there, neighbor. I heard you've been making a lot of noise upstairs. I've been waiting for the moment that I could come and say hi.
Something that they have to tell you to really make a lot of headlines.
Yeah, it sounds good. And you're on to say things and stuff and such. Yeah. Well, you know.
The Friday night before the New Year's Eve holiday, where most people just tune out of news completely. So, obviously, that was not a coincidence. I think I can safely say.
Yeah, I think you can safely say, come visit Canada, friend. Hey, come visit America. You know what I'm saying? Be very patient with me. You know what I'm saying? Come visit America. Come visit America! Come visit!
They don't cover this war.
No, you don't fucking cover. Oh, wait, we don't cover shit. No, we don't cover shit, nigga. The fuck out of here, you illiterate ass. The freaking Fuquay. You can't read a room? Oh, you think you're the boss. Okay.
Who's really paying attention?
Who's really paying attention? I don't know. I'm talking to myself.
Up to date on all of that from Washington.
That's.
Right, a report by the news site says Hamas has agreed in principle.
Got it right. I was plotting against you. I was going to use your friend here over there to try to.
In an exchange,
I said that.
So Hunter Salute is joining us now from occupied East Jerusalem with more on this. What more do we know about this potential deal and what's being
Nah,
said
nigga,
to
you yeah, you survive. You survivor. So survivor.
Officials speaking anonymously are treating this with extensive caution, they say, because they haven't gotten an exact framework. But they're saying it is a step in the right direction.
Oh, you talking about framework? You guys trying to use big words over here? There's about to be. All right, where's the big name? Where are the big names around here? Where are these big screens? We need to. No. We don't need to. We need to. Yeah. No, you were already aware that you're gonna be.
There is a willingness.
I ain't no prisoner.
Of Hamas. However, their stance has been the same, that they don't want to negotiate.
You're my prisoners!
There is a total and complete end to the Israeli siege.
Yeah, you're my prisoners.
However, Hamas officials speaking to Al Jazeera in Arabic have said that there is a backbone of the deal, but that they stressed to mediators that a total stop of the fighting is what they were looking for.
You wanted to distract me? You wanted to distract me and him long enough that we could buy into your bullshit. Lies. NASA. Lies. How do you say that in Hebrew, bitch? NASA. How about you call me bitch one more time? Call me bitch one more time.
Didn't really have what they were looking for.
I'm not a bitch, I'm the bitch. That's Miss Bitch in your direction.
Just 1 or 2 weeks. However, the Israelis are saying that while it is a positive sign,
what are you just gonna say? Number? Oh yeah, 1, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the negotiating.
Negotiate.
A lot of pressure on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
How about you negotiate history?
To try and secure any sort of deal to bring back those being held captive in Gaza. The Israeli army estimates that around 129 are still being held captive in Gaza.
Hunter Salute in occupied East Jerusalem, thanks for bringing us all those lines. Right, still coming up on Al Jazeera. Serbian protesters ramp up their claims of a stolen election, accusing the government of inflating...
It is a stolen election. Why do you think Donald Trump, why do you think Joe Biden's getting impeached?
Veteran film legend Gérard Depardieu exposed deep divisions over sexism in France.
I'm Mariam Shaheen, a filmmaker, and I've been working in and around Gaza for 30 years. As I watch the 2023 devastation of Gaza by the Israeli army, I look back at the place I knew.
Yeah, you know, things and stuff and such. We're not scared of Israel. You shouldn't be scared of Israel. You know what you should be scared of? Israel's favorite content... Caucasian content creators being murdered on their, you know what I'm saying? That's what you should be, because there's 5 of them that you already know it's going to happen. Oh yeah, call it a hostage deal. Call it what you want it. Call it what you want to call it. I'm a fucking alcoholic. I can't. I already take it. You don't have to tell me twice. I don't know. You know, I enjoy alcohol every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? What do you mean slow solution? It's only as slow as I want it to be. But seeing as you're wanting to speed things up, it's exciting! It's exciting!
You're watching Al Jazeera, a reminder of what's top stories this hour.
Alright,
Gaza's health ministry says Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 187 Palestinians in the past 24 hours. Attacks targeted the Nuseirat and Maghazi refugee camps in central Gaza, and at least 20 people were killed in Rafah in the south. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has approved the proposed sale of high-explosive weaponry to Israel, bypassing congressional review. Lincoln says he had to forego the usual notification period.
So as you drop a bomb, I'm going to drop a bomb on your allies. Who's Israel ally? Would that be Great Britain? Oh. Alright, so you target Hamas and I'll target Australia.
Israeli forces have been
Africa, you're going to target Great Britain. Spain and France, you are going to fight with them.
In this room here, more than 30 Palestinians have been detained by the Israeli forces for hours. They've been blindfolded.
If you're not going to fight with them, then you're gonna be calm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either you react or you're next. Where the hell were you, Great Britain? Where the hell you, UK? Whenever what happens whenever Israel is being targeted and jumped? You think are we gonna continue the help? I don't know. You didn't seem so you seem so fucking thrilled about trying to go down. You're gonna get your ass killed real fast. Yourself killed. This is why do you think I'm pretty sure we're gonna evacuate, just as things and stuff and such, you're not gonna have time to evacuate. You're not gonna have fucking time to evacuate. Leave now. Let's see if the airplane, the fucking airplanes are gonna, what I'm saying, things and stuff and such. Wherever the fuck you are, you're not coming to America. You are not coming to America. You are not welcome in the West. Not right now. Not right now. You down there? Nah, you ain't welcome. Thank you for being patient, but no, thank you.
Since the morning.
People in the village tell us that the Israeli forces almost raid their village every day, detaining people, but also ruining their homes and work.
Maybe we'll send them some Mexican military forces to come beat your ass on your own ground. You know about that? I don't know. But this is the thing. You know what I'm saying? You sound keen of Canada, and I sound keen to carry out my plans. That I just it came to me in a dream. It really wasn't even much of a plan. As much as it was like a lucid dream that appeared to me. I must just as the Prophet Muhammad, I have to share my vision. Yeah, no, you've been spitting this rhetoric towards him for a long time, and I'm about tired of it. It is getting near tired, even as we have our own things and stuff and such.
And in that attack, several Israeli soldiers have been injured, and a teenage Palestinian driving the vehicle involved in that bombing attack, he has been shot dead by Israeli forces. And at the same time,
hey, guess what? Those people that are here with, what I'm saying?
Israeli forces, our colleagues.
As much as they keep on talking this shit, what's your favorite channel on Twitch here in the United States? Let's listen to, and then offer them a suggestion for retaliation or collateral.
There's been another incident east of Jerusalem in a confrontation with security forces there. Another young Palestinian 18-year-old has been shot dead by the Israelis, and raids are continuing again. A typically busy
he's lying.
Evening.
He's lying.
Since October the 7th, there have been more than 40 raids a day now. That's more than tripled since the start of the war on Gaza, and all of it used by the Israelis, they say, to gather intelligence, to arrest suspects. But as is often reported by Israeli soldiers,
you racist some bitches.
The raids is intimidation. They are to discourage Palestinians from taking part in protests against Israel's occupation.
Oh, you don't like what we're allowing, what we don't allow? How about you fuck yourself? How about that? How about you fuck yourself? And while you're at it, how about where are your friends at? Where are your friends at there, guy? Because I'm gonna find them and I feel, what I'm saying? Things and stuff and such. Look, me, I don't have no friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own friend.
Including some during subsequent armed clashes. Since 7th
Who's your
October,
friend?
304 Palestinians, including 79 children, have been killed in the occupied West Bank.
The killing of Palestinians.
Yeah, you wish. You know what I'm saying? You're either a hater, I'm going to make you into a tolerator. You'll be a better person for it.
By design, on mass,
I don't give a fuck whether it was by design. By design, I fuck up your plans.
in Gaza is not the consequence of a war. It is
By design, me or, you know, somebody that is intelligent and capable, you know what I'm saying? Things and stuff said.
Accusing Israel of genocide at the UN's International Court of Justice. Gabriel Elizondo has more.
South Africa has instituted proceedings of alleged crimes of genocide against Israel.
Against themselves. You're against themselves?
To the International Court of Justice, one of the UN's highest courts, based in The Hague. This is the letter from the ICJ that we got a hold of confirming this. And I'll basically read a couple lines to you that are significant. It said that according to the application, quote, acts and omissions by Israel are genocidal in character as they committed with the requisite specific intent to destroy Palestinians in Gaza. The letter went on to say the applicant, meaning South Africa, further states that, quote, Israel since October 7th, 2023 in particular has failed to prevent genocide.
You have failed to understand my relationship since 2018. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm number one. I'm number one, and I could be number 3 and number 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Add all those numbers. 4 and 3 and 1.
Clearly, this is
clearly you are. You're pretty interesting in your guessing. You know.
To review this, many people have been calling.
Yeah. Either that or 2 and 3 are gonna have problems. Very. You know what I'm saying? I could sense it. I sense it.
Time now for a look at some of the day's other news.
I'm sure that they do too.
One of the largest missile and drone strikes on Ukraine since the start of its full-scale invasion. Ukrainian officials say at least 30 civilians were killed in the 18-hour attack targeting major cities, including Kyiv and Kharkiv. US President Joe Biden says the assault shows that Russia's President Vladimir Putin's goals remain unchanged after nearly 2 years of fighting. Asad Beg reports from Kyiv.
So then there is definitely, there's definitely going to be a Caucasian genocide. I predicted it. The United States predicted it too.
This warehouse, the owner views the damage.
Yeah. But you guys have a problem. You guys call us buy and stuff. Yeah, but yet you don't buy into our military and or our ambitions. So, you know. We learn about people. We learn about these type of people in school. You know what I'm saying?
Civilian infrastructure since the early days of the war. And although authorities say that they've managed to stop the majority of those strikes, the sheer scale and number of strikes taking place means that the air defenses can't stop everything.
Yes, they can.
Have deadly consequences.
Yes, they can.
In Zaporizhia, rescuers retrieved the body.
Should we create like a loft?
I was inside my house when an explosion rang. Thank God our house wasn't hit by it, but here it got hit strong.
In the port city of Odessa, a residential tower was struck.
I woke up the children and we started to get dressed. We went down to the parking on our feet. Broken glass, bricks and doors were scattered around. People ran with children, bags and pets.
In the northern city of Kharkiv, rescuers worked to pull out the trapped under the rubble. A maternity hospital and shopping center were hit in the central city of Dnipro. This attack comes days after Ukraine claimed it destroyed a Russian warship in Crimea. Russia's reply is of one of overwhelming force using drones, missiles and bombers. And a reminder it can hit any part of Ukraine. Asad Beg, Al Jazeera,
Yeah. What do you know about spatially aware, nigga? What do you know about spatially aware, nigga? Fucking. Is that coming from Africa? No, shut up.
Before likely returning into Ukraine. Fighter jets were sent to intercept the missile but arrived too late. NATO's chief Jens Stoltenberg says the organization is monitoring the situation. Now, dozens of protesters blocked a key road in Serbia's capital, Belgrade, over alleged irregularities in recent elections. The students
now we spoke on it,
brought food and blankets and played loud music at their makeshift camp. The government has denied rigging the vote, and Serbia's populist leader Aleksandar Vučić has dismissed fraud allegations as blatant lies.
Lies!
I'm here to fight for democracy in this country, for repeating the elections in fair conditions and opening of the voters' lists. The plan is to be here 24 hours until midday tomorrow, when we will join the pro-vote protest.
I think it's necessary for all of us to take part in these protests, because if no one comes out when the democratic rights are so obviously...
I feel like the more I talk shit, the more you start to, view how I view the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
The UK's deployment of a warship off the Guyana's coast. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro has described the arrival of the HMS Trent as a provocation and a threat. President Maduro has ordered more than 5,000 military personnel to take part in exercises in response to the UK's sending a warship to the area. Venezuela and Guyana are locked in a dispute over the oil-rich Essequibo region.
Oh, that's why these niggas want to go down. Oh, they want to be racist, they want to be disrespectful, and they want to fucking... Oh, bro, did you hear that? No. Okay, so nuke Australia, rush Russia, overtake Russia, steal their gas, steal their oil.
That's how the actor was described in a letter published.
As that's going on, we're going to handle UK. And you know what I'm saying? And it's all going to happen collectively while you move around while you slowly move around your parts. Your vision is becoming more and more clear to me as you are trying to dilute it within.
Why should he be protected?
Within how you're portraying it within society.
There are young women who have suffered.
How you're portraying it. You're not. It's not portraying it. You're characterizing it. Is what you're doing. But this is the thing. We've already spotted out your two highlighted characters that would be a potential problem during the war, and as we.
More than 3 years have passed.
Are victorious and remain victorious.
Accused of sexual harassment and assault by more than a dozen women. Footage was aired this month of the 75-year-old making sexual comments on a 2018 trip to North Korea.
You're 75 years old. If somebody on the plane has a problem with sexual comments, they need to just mind their own business. You know what I'm saying? And if
Macron withdrew the Légion d'honneur award from the
hey, look, I just made some steps, y'all.
Whose crimes of rape and sexual assault began the Me Too movement. Macron's stance so far suggests he won't be doing the same to Depardieu.
He damn sure won't, because they're gonna be looking for help from the guys across the street that we're already a beefing with.
We don't simply focus on the politics of the conflict. It's the
across the street, across the waterway, dude. I don't know.
We brave bullets and bombs because we give voice to those demanding freedom, the rule of law, and we always include the views from all sides.
From outside. I know, it's amazing. We're gonna make more steps. We're gonna make steps, and then we're gonna make like secret passageways.
A slowdown in international trade, soaring debt levels, high inflation and high interest rates. What lies ahead for the global economy in 2024? China is grappling with deflation as prices continue to fall. How will slowing growth and demand there affect the rest of the world? And the economic impact of Israel's war on Gaza. Even as oil prices haven't been affected, concerns are mounting about shipping.
How do you feel about us sending you ammunition to try to be blasphemous again? You know, how do you like them apples?
Interest rates to control inflation.
Pretty nice, eh?
Economy expanded by 5.2% in the third quarter. The quickest.
Oh, we know that you guys are being blasphemous against us. Oh, well, not you. You've been working with these guys.
We have a panel to discuss the global economic outlook.
That's nice if I could spot out nice. You know what I'm saying? We're going to supply you with ammunition and we're going to allow you to be blasphemous. That's how confident we are.
Since March 2022, it's raised rates 11
and this is how my confidence is going to grow your faith in tradition.
At its final meeting, the European Central Bank followed the Fed's lead, leaving rates unchanged. But central bankers are warning it would be premature to declare victory over inflation.
We are seeing
not quite.
strong growth.
That was a really elaborate, thought out plan to try to distract you. You know what I'm saying? And a very simple plan to unfuck yourself, and meaning like making sure that you are secured, because right now you're teetering, and that's why I could sense that from you.
And there's the rhetoric from Washington about
but that understandably so.
The International Monetary Fund is warning of fragmentation.
The people on they just want security. A certain type of security. And they may feel right now as though they're gonna have that security from Russia.
Imports have fallen by almost 10 percentage points in 5 years.
Things are stuff and such.
2018 to 13% in the first half.
I'm sure Joe Biden would be proud of me, voicing my opinion and my documented research stemming from
despite concerns about a broader conflict
weird
in the Middle East.
And
U.S. oil production
I don't know. Life is weird sometimes.
By OPEC Plus
I don't know, at times.
2023 has been a year of economic surprises, defying predictions of a global recession. While central banks explore interest rate cuts in the months ahead, geopolitical conflicts and elections in key economies bring additional uncertainty to 2024. Priyanka Gupta, Al Jazeera.
Well, let's break down the main economic trends for 2024 now with our three guests. From London, we're joined by Charlie Robertson. Charlie is the head of macro strategy at the author of the Times.
They want that. Canada's watching like, hey, watch this. This will make them laugh. This will make them laugh.
Kennedy School, and from Doha, we're joined by
Canada, you're about to turn into a pillar of salt.
Practice Director for the Middle East and North Africa region at Global Council. Welcome to you all. Charlie,
did you not read the Bible?
Worldwide recession.
Do you know that the Bible is true?
2023, and as we were hearing a few minutes ago, the U.S. economy grew at its fastest pace in nearly 2 years. What happened?
There was somebody that wasn't distracting and or trying to dispersion the ding. What is it? Disengage or something like that. I don't know. I'm not an economist. Ask those hybrid people.
But I think we underestimated 2 or 3 things. Firstly, the Biden fiscal package, Biden's fiscal boost to the economy helped.
It requires us, supplying you with the ammunition to try to be a blasphemous.
In 40 years in their careers.
In their careers. Let's face it. Your career it has been stagnant since the 1960s, and you're jealous.
And that cash support in 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, true. Oh, you want U.S. support?
Surely.
You want U.S. support?
Can be drawn for 2024.
You know what I'm saying? They don't understand us, so why should, you know what I'm saying? Ah! Hey, we finna go check! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey!
That can be transpired to the Chinese economy in 2024 as well. Ample fiscal policy stimulus has been put in place to advance China's infrastructure development in 2024. And I think it's very likely that the fiscal deficit for 24 is going to break the 3% threshold.
You wish! We'll keep on sending you ammunition. We're literally that confident. We're that cocky. We send bombs. We send missiles to Israel. We know that Israel's not that fond of us. Israel's more fond of Great Britain than they are of us. Israel's more fond of Canada than they are of us, but yet we are the ones supplying them with the, just the same with, things and stuff and such.
Will boost the market confidence, and when confidence restores somewhat, that'll help to support.
Tell me, you're talking about upholding tradition. Well, explain the smile on Putin's face as he was, giving me a handshake and, and things and stuff and such.
Brazil and India play a much bigger role in the global economy going forward.
Well, both are increasing in geopolitical significance. India just hosted the G20, and Brazil will now host the presidency of the G20. Brazil and India are both top 10 global economies. Brazil is an emerging energy power as well, and will be trying to benefit from the next round of the super commodity cycle, an increase in energy prices, as when Lula da Silva was in power earlier, when he benefited from high oil prices. India, particularly geopolitically, is becoming a counterweight to China. And you find Western powers, the U.S.
I understand that, they had to respectfully, they kind of had to cuck a little bit to Britain, because, we didn't, back then we saw Britain more as an ally. And I'm sure that we're going to still say that they're an ally, but, Syria is an ally.
With inflation this year,
Lebanon's Syria's an ally of ours. So, we're pretty confident.
My base case is that it is going to fall from the market. I think China, and what the previous speaker was mentioning, is a part
I'm gonna blow the roof off this bitch. I'm gonna blow up our ass. You know what I'm saying?
I think China's going to try and export its way out of its recession. And that means it's going to be exporting deflation. So we've already seen it going out and buying iron ore in a big way to overproduce steel, which is now getting dumped on the global markets. It's become the world's biggest car exporter in the world. That's giving us lower prices for electric vehicles. So I think they're going to be exporting deflation to the rest of the world, and that's going to help get.
How is it that Mexico has helped grow the U.S. economy while you have been stagnant and just running your mouth? You've just running your mouth. You're running your mouth. Been stagnant since the 1960s. How have you helped our economy? Speak on that. Because I'm pretty sure that you helped the Australian economy. I'm pretty, things and stuff and such. I'm pretty sure Saudi Arabia helped the Australian economy. I ain't scared to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to speak on that.
So much in the last month or two.
To that,
tells us that
you want to speak on it, though. You know what I'm saying? You get, you know what I'm saying? You get, it excites you. It brings you joy that brown people, what the fuck is your problem with brown people? Is that we're better than you? Or you think that we're better than you, and you're jealous of us, so you wanna freaking try to freaking get them off the map? Nah, nigga.
Particularly the Western market and the rest of the world.
We are literally the most capable out of all three races. That's why you've been trying to divide us for all these damn years. Trying to divide us, and you know what I'm saying? And then you're now, as time passes, the powers that divide are now dividing again, dividing themselves. You know what I'm saying?
In order to arrest
I see.
Economic work conference recently.
Okay. Also, sometimes. I think any beats. I name myself any beats for a reason. I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? If what kind of rhetoric? Let's listen to or not listen to, but let's hear what kind of rhetoric they're gonna promote. Even on the evening promos, keep our business on the low, because they don't understand. Now they shall know. Now they wanna be a Canadian hoe. They can't find our house, they need the info. Driving around the house in residential. They just want to figure out our friends, though. Because they just think that they just friends, ho. I own it. And it's half. Oh, yeah, we made another career.
The Chinese real estate crisis happens on a more severe scale, both in terms of scale and the size, in comparison to the Japanese real estate bubble burst in 1990. However, what made the difference between the Japanese situation versus the United States is the government response, because in 2007, the U.S. government's resorted to this all what it can do attitude, including 4 rounds of quantitative.
Just because we're proud, we're proud of our brownies. You know what I'm saying? We have the best brownies. Our brownies are better than your brownies.
The Japanese central bank's stance.
Our brownies will kick your brownies' ass.
At the point in time.
Yeah.
Really, how long is going to take for the Chinese real estate market to recover?
How dare you call me a brownie? Don't you know I'm a militant? Don't you know I'm a militant?
On how China's economic woes will affect the rest of us in 2024.
Well, it's the second largest economy in the world. So if you look at the Middle East,
in the world. We got some nice brownies, don't we?
So that's a clear negative.
Yeah.
That depend overwhelmingly on oil revenue to power their economy. So the market fundamentals now, with supply outstripping demand, is a clear negative.
Best brownies in the world.
And that will depress investment domestically.
In coral reefs.
Lead to greater voluntary cuts from
yeah.
Charlie, there's been a lot of talk.
Charlie, I bit your finger.
From China's. Is that happening in practice?
I think I bit your finger, Charlie.
It's really not.
Did it really hurt?
Despite all of the efforts, the trade deficit with China remains massive, and I think it's going to be.
You guys are.
But I just would like to touch on that last question, also about the Gulf.
Of course, everybody wants to fucking. Everybody wants it.
It's likely we're seeing a big boost into infrastructure, and that infrastructure.
Why are you so obsessed? You know what I'm saying? Why not try a conversation? Because hating is so much easier. We do something about the thing that.
We'll come on to oil prices in just a minute, but first I want to finish with China. Shirley, what's the future?
Yeah, of course. How predictable. Didn't I just say that few minutes ago. I was like, if we don't, things and stuff and such, if and because we kind of, in some instances, we could remain neutral at one, or as one, maybe we at one to see whom
will continue, but it will fundamentally
they want to have fun.
Going forward. One, the Belt and Road Initiative will become more nimble and more selective.
What did he say?
Projects. I think renewable energy development in the developing world, particularly in Asia and Africa, in the Middle East.
Until you have a shortage on your supply,
future policy framework.
I am, you are only going to make your racist, I'm going to cure you of your racism. I'm going to cure you of your racism. You want to know how I'm going to have it cure you of your racism?
EVs, etc. It has a global dominant position. China owns roughly about 70% of the global solar supply chain, over 50% of the global wind supply chain. And so the global renewable energy transition will not be able to be achieved.
It's not going to be achieved because that was the first if I were to say, hey China, hey Xi, like, you know what I'm saying? These people, they're been conspiring against you, and they've been trying to psyop you, and you're aware of that. Like, you are even so much willing to moderate some of the bullshit to just so, just to extend the time long enough that we could place all our pieces together to jump.
Well, it's increasing the technological partnership. It was mainly a relationship of importing and exporting oil, but they want to move up the technology value chain. They want to diversify their economies, and China has been investing in infrastructure, part of the Belt and Road Initiative in the Gulf and the Middle East, broadly Egypt as well.
They should work together. They should work together. Realize that you realize that differences only highlight our similarities.
So you'll be seeing with China, you have high-level visits from Xi Jinping earlier this year and reciprocated by MBS.
Let's simplify the similarities to understand the three wise men.
Okay, let's talk further about oil.
Let's maybe
in the initial days of Israel's war on Gaza,
try to interpret that through some simplified meanings.
Prices have fallen.
All right, let's start with the meaning of how, in the past, strategies to divide and conquer.
It's about increasing supply.
Now, within a community of three wise men, right? There's black, brown, white. Three wise men.
At the same time from China and Europe.
Now let's observe the community structure as far as military and then cohesiveness. Whereas before, things in no. We're gonna carry on. So
oil demand. So that's why we haven't seen the Gaza war have
it would be cohesive for India to work with China on these country-wide initiatives. Of course, Mike just tried to come from the ceiling. We have predicted that. But this is also the thing.
It doesn't seem to be working. I mean, they keep.
Sometimes we have we switch stances. That's something that we have in common. You know what I'm saying? Because we view now the friends and or allies, Canada, UK, Australia, Israel, these people are supposed to be our allies. Yet you hear the way that they talk about us. Anytime there's, they have an instance for an interview. Anytime they have an instance to try to continue to attempt to, to add us. We're so nice. We provide the ammunition to allow you to at us. And, still, sit there as though you guys are talking amongst yourselves. We're listening the whole time. It's like, watching you guys sweat over trying to keep this plan that you have made for 20, you guys made these plans before I was born. And as I was born, you guys furthered your plans. You thought years ahead. Now you guys did not expect me to gain awareness. You did not expect me to grow in maturity. You did not expect for me to grow in maturity in being able to impact all communities. But also realizing that you guys are aware of that. But this is the thing.
And the future shocks not
You know,
only to global oil prices, but also to the other commodities, including iron ore, etc.
Yeah, we're AFK. We're number one, of course. We have every number after us gunning for us. You know, this is the thing. We've already pre-thought that shit out. Already pre-thought that shit out. And it's funny that shit is talking as though we're about to, like there's going to be a leak in the roof or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and let's have eyes on their military and their transmissions. And
primarily in the technology supply chain and including increasingly in the investment sectors. So, say for example, in semiconductors, U.S. Semiconductor companies from NVIDIA to Qualcomm, Intel.
Let's go ahead and test all. We've already tested our people in the Middle East. I don't. It would be futile to continue to at them because
the size of China's.
They don't have a relationship with the Middle East. All right? They don't. As much as the Middle East fights amongst themselves, you don't think that they, what I'm saying? Things and stuff and such. Things and stuff and such. You are guessing. You're guessing. And it's rather painful, like hearing you guess wrong. Oh, this is it's wrong. You're wrong.
On ships passing through the Red Sea that we've seen on shipping costs, and how concerned is the...
No, the smartest thing is for China and India to stick with us.
Of course, it's increasing insurance costs.
And ride the wave.
And freight industry.
Because
the Bab el-Mandeb and Strait of Hormuz, actually Strait of Hormuz is even more important as a point.
I didn't plan on having such a true friendship, a true relationship with myself, beyond all, all the countries, the country leaders, all that sounds good. That sounds good. We enjoy whenever you give us money. We enjoy whenever you trade with us. Things and stuff and such. We understand that you have been trying to become more independent on your own. You know what I'm saying? Things and stuff and such. You are muddying, you're already swimming in muddy water. You muddied up the water by trying to this rhetoric. What's a shock is that after all the years that you've spent observing me, and more recently me gaining awareness and actually having a constant dialogue, a constant communication, constant beyond the communication that I share whenever I click on that live button.
AlJazeera.net is our email address.
You lied you didn't lie just to us, you lied to me.
That takes you straight to our page, which has individual reports.
And that's how I interpret it. And just as I forgive you, I always, every time you guys, I forgive you. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be subservient. You know what I'm saying? I forgive, I don't forget. In not forgetting, I am able to evolve my circumstances and to evolve the circumstances of the individuals, the companies, and the groups that I have an impact on.
Unflinching questions, rigorous debate.
And I wouldn't wish for
demanding an end to the root causes of all of this violence.
Something that's
hard-hitting interviews.
Only good for upholding rhetorics that even you are tired of. I've watched you, I've observed you in your interviews, I've observed you.
US veto in the Security Council, this is a major stumbling block, is it not?
It absolutely is.
It is very interesting to have a life similar to mine in the essence of it's so very unique and, so very secured from, things and stuff and such, but I am also, I'm grateful. Most people that share the same, most people, they can't go outside, they can't interact with, individuals and things and stuff and such because of political stances and, you know what I'm saying? Things and stuff and such. I'm happy that I a little bit of my dissociative personality disorder that, sometimes I disassociate from the fact that I'm widely known or that, that I'm important for people's lives.
Children, babies.
The White House gives the go-ahead for the potential sale
I
of
figured
exclusive
it.
artillery shells to Israel, bypassing congressional approval.
And
in the last 24 hours, officials in Gaza say 187 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli airstrikes. That takes the total death toll to more than 21,500. Attacks were carried out overnight on the Nuseirat and Mahazi refugee camps in central Gaza, killing dozens of people. In a separate strike in the same area, a journalist and a number of his family members were killed. Al-Quds channel journalist Jabr Abu Hadros.
Yeah, that's why there's so many journalists, reporters that have been killed in this war.
Gaza has now been the deadliest conflict on record for journalists, with 106 killed so far.
Yeah, well, there are also bets. There are bets, there are deals, hostage deals.
Describing that strike and its aftermath. At least 20 people were
killed.
Hani Mahmoud has more, and a warning: you might find some of the images in his report distressing.
Palestinians search with their bare hands for survivors after another airstrike on Rafah. This time,
you guys should begin to utilize some United States tactics. Maybe not view it as a punishment or a strike, and maybe view it as
and the stone started
An
falling.
instance.
So I opened the window.
What was the pattern of that? Oh, so Israel, you know,
that was full of
was
displaced
it?
people.
There was.
Children collapsed on
You
them.
need to.
I don't know. We've been asking
You
for
know,
3 months. Nobody is.
Israel is an easy target. We need to challenge ourselves, y'all. We need to widen our horizons.
Comes here at
And you know,
day or night.
you should realize that the West has helped you more than hurt you. You have to realize that your neighbors on the right have hurt you. And do you understand what Stockholm Syndrome is? It's whenever you become subservient to individuals that are
tens of thousands of Palestinians already displaced
going to victimize you.
They came from Han Yunis
So you
to
should
Rafah
be
and
willing
found
to
a house where they
sacrifice.
sought refuge,
You know,
and then they
people are,
just got
you
bombed.
know, you should be
They
able
knew
to
a reason for
sacrifice
why they were bombed.
some
These were children and women
unstiggity
only.
entertainment.
We ourselves do not understand why they were bombed.
Unstiggity
They have been seeking
entertainment.
refuge here for the last month. Give me just one
We've,
reason.
you know, why do you think we've pulled out?
Saying goodbye.
If, you know, maybe we were aware that things and stuff and such.
Who they will be saying farewell to next.
You know, that's just a sentiment. You know, that's you know, that's an acknowledgement that you know that should be spoken on before it's too late. You know,
military, but in Gaza, no homes, no hospitals, not even
before you know
from the unpredictable falling
before. You know, things and stuff and such. I understand that, you know.
13-year-old Nadine Abdulatif was sheltering with her family near that building in Rafah. She'd already lost her older brother to an earlier airstrike in Gaza City and had spent weeks fleeing Israeli forces.
You know, words and things and stuff and such. You know, you should be careful if you have siblings to speak like that. That's all I'm saying.
Their place. A house was bombed next to our house, and my house was.
Oh, you're just doing your job.
And even my brother was not.
You're just doing your job.
I didn't know what to feel about that, but then my mom said that we have to go to the Ulster. There's no more choices. We need to leave because it's dangerous out here. We went to Rafah.
No, you know what's dangerous is to be a white individual spewing white propaganda towards a community that is more capable than you have doubt. Of course, you know, what is it? They say, what is it? You doubt. You shouldn't doubt.
I was scared. I didn't move from my place because of how terrified I was. Here were women, children, and men and young boys. There are many beds and many pillows that you can see here, and many clothes of children and women. And all of those people were killed here. You can clearly see that the houses are sticked together.
Let's go back to our indication of people killed and how that could be translated through screen, through, you know, stream, right? If I were to add up the viewers of, you know,
I'm terrified.
Of two people, right?
The thought of me being killed or my other brother being killed just crossing my mind repeatedly.
You know,
I already lost my older brother. I can't lose my younger brother. I have no one left. No one to look up to.
You know, that
is
a little bit of a shame, you know? That's a little bit of a shame.
These airstrikes did not stop since the earlier
that you view things in a certain way. I'm gonna pause because they're on the line.
Rafah district, a residential building have been completely attacked by the Israeli fighter jets, where a number of residents have been injured, and the vast majority of those have been young children and women as well. Also, we have been hearing the sounds of explosions.
You know, what are my views? You know, what are my views showing as nowadays? You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not showing
education.
100,000. It's not showing like 30,000. It's not showing like 18, 19, 20,000. Who, you know what I'm saying? Things and stuff and such.
We have found out
We are,
the airstrike have been also in Khan Yunis, which completely deteriorating there, while people have been trapped, receiving more evacuation orders to hit more to Rafah. Now, this area had turned to be a complete battle zone right now between the Israeli military and the Palestinian fighters, as Israel now is mobilizing more troops to take full control over the city.
The head of the UN Refugee Agency in Gaza, Thomas White, has posted on X that Israeli soldiers fired at an aid convoy as it returned from northern Gaza, along a route designated by the Israeli army.
I've already imagined that. I wouldn't have said the things that I've said if I didn't imagine that. And how I could keep that from happening.
Aid workers in Gaza.
You know,
essentially we are delivering aid.
We're going to choose, we're going to deliver, we're going to choose which one of you guys is going to have a nuke delivered to you, because you standing weird. Standing real weird. You're standing real weird there.
Strikes against our staff.
Bring it.
And our vehicles.
Bring it.
Yesterday afternoon, a convoy
returning
from the north was rerouted by the Israeli army. They took that route. They accounted.
Tell me more about the Israeli army. When was the last time your army has moved an inch?
To fire at the vehicles. There's been some small damage to one of the vehicles, and luckily our staff are safe. But I can't say the same for a young man who was driving a UN-marked tractor at a dump site. He'd been collecting solid waste in Khan Yunis. The tractor he was in was in a deconflicted area. He was in a marked vehicle. That tractor was hit by a tank round, which blew out the engine.
Isn't a marked vehicle considered a commercial vehicle?
Heavy machine gun fire.
Yeah, it is. Didn't you know that as a marked vehicle, you could be in prison? Yeah, you could be imprisoned, or you could. We could have some cartel shoot ya. Yeah, on our it would be called for if you're on our land,
the US Secretary of State
on our ground.
Has approved the potential sale of high explosive artillery shells and related equipment.
Yeah, we know you guys ride in marked, unmarked vehicles. No, it's marked on your chip.
The messaging from the U.S. administration has been quite critical.
All that, and a bag full of chips, nigga.
Yet the military materials on its way.
Stickity. We've been on for 2 hours and 22 minutes and 44 seconds.
155 projectiles and the related equipment with it.
Stickity. This should be an interesting episode to enjoy. I understand that you guys have enjoyed the episode. You know, I am happy that you're happy. Stickity. Figadilla. I understand. Why are you gonna, speak in defense of the United States and your attitude? Why are you gonna speak in? Because I must allow you the opportunity to respectfully understand. So you can hold on to tradition and be proud of tradition beyond whatever is trending in the news, whatever is trending on these websites. It doesn't matter how many, we're living in the age of technology. The age of technology where numbers and views are more of a social experiment in certain cases, in certain instances, than an actual factual truth. Well, factual truth. Stating. On, not, thank you, come again. Yeah. It's an acknowledgement. Enigma. Shit, let me unmute. Let me unmute for a second. Oh, now you guys say good. Oh, yeah, alright. They said stuff and such. Alright, Rosie, we're just listening to you. I had mentioned, I said, what did I say? I said, thank you, come again. Just because I knew it, you'd be like, huh? you'd be, what? You must appreciate differences. How are you going to appreciate, like, I feel like blasphemously, or is that, wait. I didn't read that, but, you know, in any regard. Bomb voyage. Where's Jenny? Yeah, bomb voyage. One young. Nah, plum dumb. I said plum dumb, not some dumb. Come on. If you're gonna come on, this is how you come. Yeah. Alright. You have to, respect. You have to respect your Indian neighbors. You have, just like, things and stuff and such. We like to fight. We like to fight. That's that Latin likeness, or that's that Latin similarity. You know what I'm saying? You got fight. Stiggity. So there's instances, calm, very calm, observant. Now, you don't have to be belligerent or observant. You can be belligerent and observant. That you have kids, right? One's belligerent. The other's, the other is mean. Okay? And then the other is, and I'm other. You can refer to me as other if it makes you feel better. So 3 others walk into a bar, right? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Things and stuff as such. Now that you guys know that I'm recording everybody's What did I ask Santa Claus for? Is a door a piece of wood? Splintered wood. I don't know. No. I know. I'm pretty. I had a discussion, in depth, and it had to do with. I wrote it. Now this is some therapy. This is some free therapy, like genius. Maintaining and evolving. Maintaining and evolving your marriage, relationship with yourself. Maintaining and evolving yourself, your marriage, your relationship, sexual life, coinciding with your overall happiness. And maintaining and evolving that. I wanted to say, there must be sacrifice. Without sacrifice, others' happiness only causes. Without sacrificing, others. Now, whenever I say others, I mean people that don't have concern for your self or respect for your relationship. If you flow in life, if you move through life worried about people's happiness outside of yourself, outside of your relationships, a relationship, outside of yourself, outside of your marriage, how is that not going to cause a sense of unsteady within yourself or your partner? And not your partner. There's a difference between a partner in a marriage. There's huge difference between partner and marriage. There's a huge difference between relationship and partnership. A coworker could be a partner. You know what I'm saying? A relationship is something ongoing that, maybe we should look up, some certain definitions. Seeing as, You're talking like talking like a maple leaf. And what is the different, or what is the similarity between the word maple leaf and the word make-believe? One is fake and one is part of a tree. How long would it have taught you thought? How many books would you have to read to come up with that joke? Things and stuff and such. So maintaining and evolving your marriage, relationship, sexual life, happiness, without sacrificing others' happiness only causes more concern towards relationship strain. Now, this may have been the rhetoric, past rhetoric, things and stuff and such. Things and stuff and such. In maintaining strength, evolving circumstances. Now, evolving circumstances requires evolving circumstantial perspective. Therefore, evolving your outlook on life. If you do not, if I can't, sacrifice a few hours of gameplay a day to spend with my husband, to spend, to spend on, energy, what I'm saying, like, mental fortitude, as you are, what I'm saying, if you would, things and stuff and such. Maintaining and evolving. So, maintaining and evolving your relationship with proper sacrifice not only offers your relationship an extended ability to enjoy happiness, it decreases the cause of, it decreases causes of concern and causes of strain within the relationship because, you, in certain instances, you can agree to disagree. In certain instances, you can agree to agree. In certain instances where you can't agree to disagree, you have to make a sacrifice. That should not be a surprise. That should, if it comes as a surprise, that's because you're learning. As you learn, I learn. As I learn, maybe you already maybe as I learn, we grow. Maybe as I learn, we grow one day, you're just like, me. That is a relationship. A relationship that's consistently the same, that is a cause of concern. Like, are they really, do they, then you have to question. And then you have to question, ask yourself, is this truly, does this truly have things and stuff it says? Not everything that feels good is good, and then not everything that is good feels good all the time. Because love is a balance of pleasure, pain, joy, and contentment. In certain moments, we, and to simplify contentment, you know, we must humble ourselves. What's the best way to humble ourselves than to, you know, certain sacrifice in a relationship? It's like if I enjoy, you know, your beard, you know, and then, you know, I enjoy feeling your hair on my face, you know, and when your hair is not there on my face, it feels, you know, and then as I'm, you know, now you guys are speaking in English, because now you guys are, you are like, oh my gosh, she sings in such and such, like, is she asking, forget it, like, I sense your overthinking. Whenever you're in a society and you're the only one that's like, that is not that is like you, that is similar to me. And if you're similar to me, then I know that you're going to, you know, face a lot of different public scrutiny, whether or not, you know, it was, you know, you have, you know, particular comfort levels and things and stuff and such, you know. In a relationship, you're able to share in your comforts. You know, share, you know, it's through sickness and health, things and stuff and such, you know, that's a part of a vow, I believe. Relationships are consistently inconsistent. A relationship that is consistent, there, you know, there's something, you know, that's, you know, that's not, you know, that's maybe not that's not apparent. That's, yeah, it's not apparent to our understandings, because whenever you are unique, you have to realize that others are, you know, you know, never say people are aware of how, you know, how you talk, you know, how you process, and then they try to, you know, they try to predict your, you know, oh, if I say this, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna respond there. If I say this, they're gonna you know what I'm saying? And that is training people that are already trained to deceive you to better deceive you, and to train you to feel as though through your deception, your disillusion, create a narrative that may make you feel empowered and maybe make you feel disenfranchised from the reality that is going to consistently be comfortable and be safe for you. You know, that's in life, that's what people want, right? And that's what people have. You know, they have you know, their few channels that they watch, if you know what I'm saying, things and stuff and such. whether or not it fuels their degeneracy, whether or not it fuels how negatively they're going to treat others, how negatively they're going to conspire on people that are, may appear different than them, whether that's, in the similarities, they start to echo this to a science. I had slowed down in my chat interaction, even though me chatting is that was the first favorite thing within my life. I remember it was because I was 13. I was 13 whenever the internet was available for me to learn stuffs and things myself. I grew up similar to an only child because I was the youngest. And so, I kept myself busy, kept myself entertained. I played with friends, I did things and stuff, And I understand that in me moving around a lot, I moved around, so much as a child that I was never able to grasp really, a lifelong friend, a kid that or a person that you grow up with, whenever I was younger. Now, more recently, I've become aware of truths that have been present in my life. Things and stuff and such. Because all this time, in my mind, I was alone. I was not only the youngest child, not only was I raised, as, almost as an only child. My parents didn't appear the same as me, so I found comfort in my own energy. And because nobody around me, I didn't have Hispanic people around me. I didn't have Arabian people around me. I didn't have Indian people around me. I didn't have Chinese people around me, Asian people around me, that I could feel as though I related on a level that's more personal. Because maybe, unbeknownst to me, maybe my mother was a racist. But I was an innocent child. And just as I was, just as that may have been a truth for me, I don't grow bitter. I grow better. And then, there's a choice, Oh, somebody at school hurt your feelings? All right, you're either going to grow bitter or you're going to grow better. And growing bitter is calculated, that's the real scariness of life, whenever you have somebody that has an impact and they predetermine and how they're not just going to try to dissuade you from your tradition, because the enemy is there to steal your happiness, to kill your ability to be happy, and to destroy your confidence. And they destroy your confidence at first by pretending to build on your confidence. That's how, and you know, hence I would say that plays into probably the reason why we have more homosexual men now than ever before in recorded history, because women are, you know, and you know, they're have a tick-like tendency that just becomes almost natural to act in calculated ways, you know, with maintaining an innocent exterior. Disgusting, honestly. But you know, as a consumer, I wouldn't expect you to have any sort of insight, you know what I'm saying, things and stuff and such. It's not natural. It's pre-planned, predetermined, you know. Maybe it wasn't my feelings that you were trying to hurt. Then again, racism's about a bitch. I learned that here recently, kind of sort of things and stuff and such. You're right there. She's not lying. And it's not she. Anywho, things and stuff and such. We're, you know, innocent fun sometimes, you know. Innocent fun. Me, Gabby, wait, who is it? Me, Gabby, things and stuff and such. There's this chick that's next to me. My band members were they were standing, and they were, you know, they were being guys, you know, leave it up to guys to you walk into a room and they're just like punching each other in the arm. All right, now I can punch you harder, and then you freaking punching each other in the arm and stuff. All right, so they went to they went to punch the arm, and then moved out of the way, ended up busting this chick's face that was like sitting. I was actually in the midst of having we were having like an interview. Punched her right in the face, literally busted her whole face. I mean, it broke both of her eye sockets. It broke her nose. It broke her jaw. It broke her cheekbone. It broke her face completely. It was amazing. I witnessed it right before my eyes. I was like, oh shit! I thought she was gonna die. She put her hands. And there was blood seeping through her hands. Like she like, hey, move your hands real quick. Like, cover your face. It's like, So, yeah, we had to, you know, send her to a hospital. Yeah. I'm not sure if it was a hospital, some sort of church hospital. All I know is that Gabby was MIA after that. And depending how long you guys have been watching, you guys might have been there for that memory. So you know I'm not lying. Oh, I said that I would pull 4 more cards. Whenever I'm on camera, I am the same way I am if you were to place me in a group of people. I've always enjoyed throwing people off. And my innate weird personality, my strange personality, I would say it's unique. It's unique. A unique personality. My beautifully unique personality. But if I say my beautifully unique personality, though, then that spells butt. Oh, that. Remember, was it? Oh man, and your Odyssey. Hey, you know, anything. What's anything? If its and butts were candies and nuts. Is that what you said? Aww. Its and butts were candies. In your honesty. Help me out, you guys. You guys! In your honesty, this is actually interesting rhetoric. If you were to, churches, hospitals, dead people. Let's imagine dead people as, alright, let's imagine dead people as people that need, that they're, like, alright, if your feelings were hurt, that if your feelings were hurt, that saying, that you're like, I'm dead, you know what I'm saying? If something was, like, hurt their feelings, or if it was, like, funny to them, they're like, they say, I'm dead. I don't say that. That's not how I speak. I am blessed and favored and secured in my blessings. And my blessings don't come to me as lessons, rather they come to me in gentle ways that don't humble me, rather provide me with reason to be grateful. What are some reasons of me being grateful? I don't know. Oh, Chihuahua! Oh, Chihuahua! Somebody said hi in the chat. Is that supposed to be a gift? They're still alive. What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm sorry. Dark humor. Dark humor. And light humor. If you had, things. What do you mean? I'm gonna take away your reason to reason. Huh? No, they have 2 channels that they like. The rest, is pretty much background noise for them, you know what I'm saying? If you want me to answer, I could, if you ask me okay questions, I can tell you okay answers that they wouldn't dare say out loud. And if they did, it would be short-lived. How does that affect you? That's the question. It was just for you. Was it a blessing? No. Worse than that. What do you mean divide and conquer? What do you mean? That would require 2 thinking individuals there, wouldn't it? You fucking idiot. Less than 3 years to dismantle your whole plans? What do you mean your whole plans? See, we were just chilling. You guys were the ones with the ulterior motive. So it shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't come as a surprise is, another random country ends up, more famous because they committed war crimes. I was just trying to put my city on the map. You were going to hold on to my rhetoric long enough for me to play into your bullshit for you to turn around and switch. I know your games all too well. But see, the thing is, the well was for me. There were individuals that I needed to become aware of, where, so I can accept them into my, they were on a list of things to do, a laundry list. Maybe they wanted to see how I would react. In that case, I have interviews all the time. There's many interviews that I enjoy. You provide me with an interview that I already am aware of, from implication to implementation, hacked numbers, things and stuff and such, where that came from, you're welcome. You know, just as I may, you know, bomb my own bases over in the Middle East to see if at all my allies would move an inch to, you know, save us if we were on fire. But seeing as that's not the case, is that Russia? Is it Russia? Because I've been listening to all of y'all's rhetorics. You know, I told you. The fucked up part of it is me, my kids, you know, I'm gonna speak for my kids. My kids believed in you at one point in time. You know, maybe they still do, but now they're more aware. Like, my kids are mature now, like, as far as, like, decoding unstiggity people's intentions. Now, you can be stiggity, you can be unstiggity. You're actually seemingly more stiggity, but I'm not sure if that is how you want to appear. Because you're the one who has been upholding the damn rhetoric for longer than I've been alive. So, you know, I'm sure my insight on it is interesting beyond closeness, you know? Beyond, you know, and, you know, you should be proud that there's somebody in your life that's willing to maybe call you out, or maybe tell you how they perceive your actions, your, you know, things and stuff and such. Maybe they viewed it as romantic and a sentiment of security, and maybe you wanted them to think that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel as though, or sometimes I think, I notice others feel as though the United States is, like, young. It's a very young energy. And then there's older people with older perspective, older plans, and, you know, whether we were in knowledge of it or not, unbeknownst to us, you know, us play into part of those plans and things and stuff and such. So then it does boil down to racism. It does boil down to the shade. As far as countrywide, this is, you know, as far as life, what is it? You know, in understanding both sides of the fence, I understand life on the right. I can empathize, I can sympathize in certain, you know, aspects within life on the right. In a certain case basis. No matter how naive I may appear, you know, things and stuff and such. People often confuse naivety or projected naivety as they will utilize and project perceived naivety. You knew who I was whenever I spoke in your chat. You knew who I was whenever I spoke in the chat. You knew who I was before you entered the chat. You knew who I was before you made a first video. You knew what your plans were. And how maybe individuals unbeknownst to me that were within my life, have been within my life, Unbeknownst to me, mind you. Hence why the intro is, you know, is a like surveillance angle. How classy. And you know, I understand I was supposed to take that in stride. That's why you quit before things and stuff and such. There was more of the story to play out. You were aware, and if you weren't aware, your label was aware, and if your label wasn't aware, you had some sort of instinct that was nudging on you, because you knew there were phases. There are phases, in, just as there are steps within a plan. Reconvince present-day society to somehow divide themselves from their truths. Whether their truths before 3 years ago remained loud, silent truths. Loud because it reminded me of how there was cohesion in dialect, word pattern, things and stuff, like word pattern. It wasn't necessarily where they were saying words or where they were typing words. So, until your scheduled programming becomes not scheduled programming, nor a definite school. School, church, hospital. Is this ringing bells to you? Is it starting to make sense? Outside the reasoning that had been made a curriculum. I laugh out loud because that was pretty intricate. That required some planning, and it was never to hurt me. It was never to throw me off. It was to hurt and throw off, and hoping those that may have actually been naive to some nuances within psychological warfare. Certain nuances within psychological warfare. And gang shit. Military stuff. I didn't say gang shit. Gang stuff. Military stuff. I'm sorry, I wouldn't enunciate it. If I really put my mind to it, it's like, are you guys influenced by the comments, or are you influenced by the screen? I can indicate which ones are influenced and or moving through the comments and or moving through the screen, by which avenue they are utilizing to carry out business. So I can highlight which areas of expertise needs to be practiced, projected, and made example within, your frame of reference outside of my frame of truth. Because your frame of reference, it goes back to my frame of reference. No, I wouldn't say it goes back to. I would say that your frame of reference is more things and stuff and such. What? Take what? Stay silent. I swear to God, I'll black your fucking eye. Now, speaking on frame of reference and frame of reference, frame of perspective. There's a difference between frame of reference and frame of perspective. If your morals, if your ethics are not in line with my frame of mind, then your frame of perspective becomes a frame of offensive. Your frame of truth, there's a difference between your frame of truth and your frame of facet. And so on and so forth. Kinda, sorta. One. Ish. I was gonna pull 4 more cards and read 4 more cards. We've been on for 3 hours and 19 minutes. So I'm going to read to you we say hello here. We don't greet each other with hello. Different frame of reference. No, that's not a frame of reference. That's a frame of perspective. So if I were, alright, so frame of reference is something that you refer to as you are, watching me. You are referring to me. You're referring to my, things and stuff and such. Whenever you are operating within a frame of perspective, I, have, more, I have more ability to fuck up your plans. Especially if, you know what I'm saying, you have an ability to try to fuck up plans, right? But maybe what was a frame of perspective for us, not for you, for us, in the past, has been your frame of reference. So my frame of perspective vastly differs from your frame of perspective. Our frame of reference is the same because you're referring to me and everything that I am. In any relationship you have, whether it's with a friend, a spouse, understanding the nature and character of the other person is really important. Otherwise, how could you forge any kind of deep and meaningful connection without knowing the other person's information? Could undermine the relationship. Frame of perspective being your frame of reference, in which you came up with this crazy plan, this crazy idea to elaborately throw off my culture, my culture, my tradition. And you have not, you realizing the people that are connected to me. So of course you would send your moderator. Of course your moderators and you behind the scenes were able to spot out one and my connection to one, whether it was just a natural occurrence, perspective, shared love, things and stuff and such. Without knowing, with knowing the other person well, misinformation could undermine the relationship. Same goes for knowing God's true nature. Best way to understand God's true nature: the Bible. God's intentions are revealed all through Scripture. Reading it will help you gain a clearer understanding of who God really is for you. It's great to talk. It's great to talk to God. But it's essential that you also engage. History, religious institutions have often painted a distorted picture of God that leads many people astray. Sadly, those misrepresentations have created a lot of confusion about God's true nature. To break free from religious misconceptions, you need to seek the truth in God's word for yourself. The Bible itself declares that God's word is truth, and knowing it frees us from deception. In John 8:32, the Bible reads, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." One common misunderstanding propagated by some religious teachings concerns the sovereignty of God, God's authority and supremacy, and God's authority and supremacy are absolute. However, it's crucial to recognize that God granted people free will and control over certain aspects of life in general. This is evident from scriptures, such as when God gave mankind dominion over the earth in Genesis 1:26. Tragedies and difficult circumstances are not necessarily the result of God's will. As many have been led to believe, the Bible tells us we have an adversary, the devil, roaming around like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. 1 Peter 5:8. Having a correct understanding for God and having a correct understanding of God and as the loving and compassionate Father that He is, allows us to trust Him in challenging times rather than blaming Him for our hardships. For thou, Lord, art good and ready to forgive, and plenteous in mercy unto them all that call upon thee. Psalm 86:5. I hope you can see how vital it is to avoid creating your own version of who God is based on personal preferences or what religion has taught you. Instead, by reading the Bible, you can discover the true nature that's based on truth, just as you would any other close friend, because He's the greatest friend you'll ever have. From New Age to God's grace. Have you ever felt a holy dissatisfaction where you knew there had to be more to life? That's exactly where Randy and Melissa found themselves blindly running from the religion they grew up with and searching for God in all the wrong places. Years later, Melissa found herself and was shameful, thinking it was God who was punishing her, trying to teach her something. Each day, Randy witnessed his wife. Little did they know, God was about to intervene. Having tried every New Age nuance available and desperate for answers, she decided to attend a conference. On the third day of the conference, God reminded her of her promise to him. God asked her, "Do you love me, or do you love the form and practice of the New Age?" Are you in love with what you're doing, or is life mine? That marked the start of an incredible journey with Jesus. They started devoting numerous hours, shutting out all of their distractions. It wasn't a lot of hype. We never wanted to be deceived. And they were teaching that the war is over, really opened their eyes to the truth that they no longer had to try to earn God's love and fellowship. They discovered relationship with God truly is a free one. Thank you, partners. No, thank you. It says partners. You can say that. We've been live for 3 hours and 32 minutes. And I am intrigued to, beyond intrigued, things and stuff and such. I'm a goober. Your friendly friend-entertainer, stiggity motivator, with the vibes that are greater. 3 hours, 33 minutes, 33 seconds. We had 2 threes. We had the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of rods that popped out in our earlier energy read. Angel number 333 is a sign from the angels that your guardian angel's with you. symbolizes connection, love, and protection, and can be an indication of your guardian angel's presence in your life. The meaning behind the angel number 333 is growth, creativity, and joy. It may appear in front of you as a symbol of optimum growth and change that is coming into your life. Your angels are telling you to let the opportunity grow and be excited by the changes coming your way. Curious about here's what I discovered. The appearance of this number could be a message from an angel in response to your prayers. Angels are sent by God to guard us in all ways. Psalms 91:11. And to deliver messages. Luke 1:19. One way they might communicate with you is through angel numbers or repeated number sequences. Ready to find out what that means? Let's get started. If you've been seeing angel number 333 recently, do not ignore this number. Your guardian angel is trying to send you a message from God. The angel number 333 is a sign from your angels that your guardian angel is with you. The angel number symbolizes connection, love, and protection. It's a sign that the angels are always present. It can also be an indication of your guardian angel's presence in your life. Sorry, I paused because unwarranted, is it certain interviews? I didn't ask to be interviewed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look at I don't want to watch your body. Didn't realize that you were watching me. I'm just gonna interview somebody that I'm comfortable interviewing, or that things and stuff and such. Whatever. And what there are maybe 2 instances within my, that things that's different. It could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 5. Honestly, was it 5? It might have been 5. The meaning of this powerful divine number is to let go of your past regrets, failures, and feelings of guilt. It's time to forgive yourself for past mistakes and move on with joy and happiness into your future with God's light in your life, guiding every step of the way. Forgiveness is one of the major keys to happiness on earth as well as in heaven. When you forgive someone else or yourself, it releases all negative energy associated with those people or situations from your life forever. When you've forgotten yourself or another person, then you are free from them emotionally and spiritually once and for all. If there's something holding you back from moving forward into a better future where everything seems possible, then this message from above, this message from below, might be what you need to hear at this time. Each time you see 333, write down the exact date and place where you saw this message. Knowing when your guardian angel was near, or knowing when your guardian angel is near, will help you better understand this message, what this message truly means. a message from your guardian angel about new life, abundance, and spiritual awakening. The angel number 3 is symbolic of life and abundance. When you start seeing 333, it's a clear sign that your guardian angel is encouraging you to follow your dreams. This could be in response to recent thoughts you've been having about what your life might be like if you achieved your dreams. Have you been wondering how much happier you might be if you lived in a nicer place, drove a different car, or met the love of your life? If so, your guardian angel is trying to get your attention. According to scripture, God said, "Let there be grass plants producing seed and fruit trees." On the third day of creation, Genesis 1:11. You're receiving angel number 3. This is a positive message about abundance. God wants you to prosper and bring Him glory in all that you do. Even though you have not been given the opportunities you deserve, God seeks your good work. It can be frustrating when big opportunities slip away, not because you were not qualified, but because the world told you no. Now you might be wondering if you missed your shot at success. It's not a secret that if you had been given the chance, you could have been a doctor, lawyer, or a professor. However, you've had to deal with more obstacles and hardships over the last few years than most people have overcome in their entire lives. Want to hear some good news? You're about to be blessed with more resources, time, and energy than you can imagine. God is leading you down a new path where you can shine your light for others and help those in need. You might receive this message if you've been thinking about starting a new business, venture, or looking for a new job. Clearly, this is a message about hope. God wants you to hope. God wants to give you hope and a future. On the other hand, if you already started asking for guidance from God on how to make your dreams come true, seeing 333 is a sign that you're on the right path. When you see 333 on the clock, it's a great reminder that abundance comes directly from God. We must seek His guidance, and He will provide. We cannot do this on our own. First step in making your dreams come true is to pray for God's help. A baby will be born soon. Angel number 333 is symbolic of life and resurrection. New life is about to be brought into this world. Seeing 333 is a sign that a baby is about to be born or is recently born. You might notice 333 on the clock when you're in the same room with someone who's pregnant or recently had a baby. A guardian angel is near and watching over them. Angels are sent by God to guard us in all our ways. Psalms 91:11. Isn't that beautiful? It's common to see this number when you or someone you know is trying to get pregnant. If you've been trying to conceive, seeing 333 means that your efforts will be rewarded soon. Your guardian angel wants you to know that they will protect this new life with the same amount of love. Lately you've been seeing God's guidance Or have you been questioning your faith? Angel number 333 is a sign that you're about to have a religious or spiritual experience. Recently, you've been having a mix of happy and unhappy moods. I'm not gonna let the computer tell me how my moods have been. I don't have moods. I understand the energy of moods. Therefore, I can navigate some, if I'm reading from a mad book, it might sound mad. You know what I'm saying? But I don't read. I don't read comments as much as I read energy. Naturally. I don't need tarot cards or whatnot to be able to see outside the box, as it were, or as it is. See outside the box as it is. Me praying is me speaking. I sometimes vibe in very variety of variable ways. It's important that there's variety variables, because whenever there are, redundancies, that's causal, that's things, this thing is in stuff said. It's not things and stuff and such, though. Redundancy is similar to insanity. Maybe is more of a feeling than a it's a feeling. It's me interpreting my feelings, me speaking on my truths as to how I may feel, how I may translate your feelings. And as far as speaking on truth, that is, things and stuff and such. We all have our instances in certain scenarios. I pretty much had, I told y'all, about my truth. And my truth brings in a lot of amazingness. And ready for all-out civil war at any given moment. Stickity. Then also there are instances that can that could save lives. Are you talking about saving white lives? I ain't talking about that. All lives. My name is Any Beats. It's not just this episode. Beauty. Beauty. The outer world is a reflection of your inner. So focus on the beauty within yourself, your good qualities, your kindness, your gifts and talents. Remember that whatever you give attention to increases and grows. Everyone has some beauty in their soul, so seek it in others. Remind them of their qualities, and you will illuminate them. Surround yourself with things and people. Surround yourself with things and people with beautiful vibration. For we are influenced by that which is around us. As you tune more and more into the incredible wonder of yourself, others in the planet, as you tune more and more into the incredible wonder of yourself, others and the planet, your resonance becomes that of beauty. Others will perceive the radiance of your soul and be touched by it. Affirmation: I recognize my beauty and that of others. And with that, later Vibe Tribe. It's not an opinion. It's a religion. It's a tradition.